Okay, if everybody will grab a seat, welcome to the Annuity panel. We have our top annuity carriers here with us today to talk to you guys about some products and exciting things going on at each of their carriers. And I know everyone is super excited about estate planning and getting into that. And a big, big part of that is writing annuities. So it's very important to know who the players are, what the products are, how you can help your clients with the products and services that these great companies have. So we are going to start here with Mr. Matthew Mundell with F&G. Those of you that don't know Matt, get to know Matt. Get to know all these guys. They're out there at the booths. We won't have time, for you to come up and talk to them today at this panel, but go see them at the booths. But Matt, I want to ask, and I'm going to ask everybody the same question. What do you think is the most important product with F&G that our agents should know about, and why?
Yeah, great question. So thanks for having me, guys. I want to just say one thing. You guys increased your annuity production last year from the year before by 18%. So thank you. You're making me look good. I want to have you welcome somebody. His name's Tom Ross. He's my manager right here. He's in the front row. He's got a little flower lapel, so please say hi to him if you see him, okay? Thanks, Roy. I appreciate you, bro. I was talking to Bella last year. She mentioned at last year's NatCon, it's kind of when you launched the estate planning thing, and she came up to me. She was so excited at the booth. And she got the estate planning program. I've always loved working with you guys, and I was so happy for you that you had this program that you could plug into. When you could recruit to it. I'm just really proud of how the growth and how quickly everybody's really brought that up and really latched on. So thank you. So a couple opportunities. I think the most immediate opportunity is what we call the annuity refinance. You use a bonus, you buy out an existing contract. It's called a refi because you get them higher rates, right? You guys are probably familiar with that. I think that has like a 2-year tail on it probably. I think long term, the biggest opportunity you have, and you think everything an annuity can do, right? I think guaranteed income is the best thing an annuity can do, the most unique thing an annuity can do, because you cannot buy a pension. You have to earn it, right? You cannot buy Social Security. You have to work for 40, 50 years, whatever, to get that, if it's still there. But you can buy an annuity, okay? Now, the way our product, Safe Income Advantage, works is you have immediate income or delayed income, okay? Deferred income, we call it, right? We are most competitive in the immediate. I'll drill down on it in a second. Belle reminded me, where's Belle, by the way? She's still here? She reminded me at dinner the other night that we are apparently one of the few, if not the only carriers that first-year income, but also you can add your spouse to it, okay? And that's a really big deal, guys. And that's a value add you can provide, is because I think about my Uncle Clifford, my great-uncle Clifford, right? He had a pension. He passed away, and he never added my Aunt Shirley to his pension. So when he passed away, there's no survivorship, right? So we can, even on qualified money, we can take that money. After it issues, we can add your spouse and protect 2 lives instead of 1 with qualified money. That's a really big deal, okay? So very, very compelling product. I can tell you objectively, we should be number one. I haven't seen the reports, in the past couple days, but we should be number 1 for first-year income. When I say immediate, I mean immediate income, right? So we talked about what's good for the client. Oh, by the way, there's also an impairment multiplier on there. People call it doubler sometimes, where you can double the income. It's an ADL rider. You lose 2 out of 6 ADLs, right? But I want to drill down and focus on the immediate income because the benefits to you, okay? Right? You think about an annuity, especially if it's a cash with app annuity, right? We can get it issued in 4 to 5 business days if it's a clean app. We can get the income activated in another 5 to 10 business days, right? So everything has happened in such a small time. A lot of annuities, a lot of the objections are everything takes so long, right? It takes a long time. I don't know what's going to happen in a year from now, right? You call that client up and you sell them, hey, did you get your check from F&G? Yeah. Do you have anybody else that's in the same situation that's retiring? Because people are terrified about retirement and spending money. They really are, right? Believe it or not, people are good at saving money. They're very good at saving money, 401k, whatever, every paycheck. They're very bad at spending money. And everybody's worried about not having to eat cat food or whatever in retirement, right? I do that for Rory's benefit, right? But, you can provide a lot of joy for people, joy through security, by giving them a guaranteed paycheck. And for you as an agent, it snowballs. I don't know if Nick Greco's in here, but he said when he gets a new agent, he has them focus just on guaranteed income, just on immediate income to start, right? Because it'll snowball. You get those referrals, those organic referrals. Joe, I'm trying to remember what you said yesterday. You had that colorful slide. By the way, Tom Ross. Joe Walker is who I want to be when I grow up, by the way, everybody. Simple, obvious, and easy, right? Sell an annuity that gives you a simple and obvious and easy solution. People understand income. They understand getting income. That's where we come in, and that's where we're most competitive. So I think that's the biggest opportunity. I do want to give a shout out for anybody that's new here. I hope everybody understands how incredible Gina is at training you. Yes, thank you. And I'm not just saying this, right? I work with a ton of different groups out there, and I still do. And having BAM, we mentioned in the last panel, having BAM available to you, especially as a new agent, you just walk into this organization, you have BAM there, is so unique and such an incredible opportunity. They do an amazing job. I work very close to it. I said Chris back there. Give me a smile, Chris. Come on, I'm pumping you up, bro. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the growth, for the relationships. I really love coming to these. Like I said, I've been looking forward to this all year, even though it's only the 25th of January. And thanks again for having me, and thanks for having us up here.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. And you heard, if you were in any of the estate planning training, they talked about how income and lifetime income was one of the biggest concerns of the clients that they're seeing. So now you know a little bit more about how F&G can help you with that. Matt, another Matt. So if I say Matt, I've got a 50-50 shot of getting your name right anyway. Matt Wunderlich from Lincoln Financial, one of our newer annuity carriers. But same thing, Matt. What product do you think is most important right now for our agents to know about and why?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Gina. And it's an absolute honor to be here. Lincoln, we're so excited to be a part of the Alliance family. So just super excited about the partnership. And, I'll one-up you a little bit. We had a record-breaking year last year with Lincoln. It was our first year with the Alliance. But if we could go back to back, that'd be great. But as Gina said, I'm Matt Wunderlich with Lincoln Financial. We're so excited to be here with the Alliance. In terms of the most important product for us, it's called our OptiBlend fixed indexed annuity. So the OptiBlend fixed indexed annuity. And I know you're all, when I come to these conferences, there's so much to take away, so much to learn. And the big thing with me whenever I'm at a conference is always trying to find 2 or 3 items that I could take home and really implement into my day-to-day practice. So to try to keep on that theme of simplicity that Matt mentioned, when it comes to the OptiBlend fixed indexed annuity, I'd write down 2 words: protected growth. Protected growth. That's where Lincoln excels. That's where the OptiBlend excels, is in the accumulation, actually growing the contract value and growing it safely. And at Lincoln, kind of continuing on that theme of 2 words, protected growth, I can't think of a better opportunity and arena to be working in right now. I mean, first, how lucky are we all to work in an industry where you get paid to help people, right? It doesn't get any better than that, but if that doesn't get you excited, the opportunity in our industry has truly never been greater. Currently, there's $64 trillion in unprotected equities out there. $64 trillion with a T when it comes to 401ks, IRAs. There are more 401k millionaires today than there's ever been in the history of this country. 544,000 401k millionaires, the average age of which is 59 years old, right? That baby boomer generation, all-time highs in the markets, 401k values are at all-time highs. So where does Lincoln make sense? Asking those clients, do you have a 401k? What is your plan to lock in some of the great growth that you've had over the last few years in your 401k? Well, I haven't really thought about that. Well, a great way to lock in that great growth that you've had is through a fixed indexed annuity, and specifically Lincoln's OptiBlend fixed indexed annuity. So a quick, with me speaking today, so quick intro to OptiBlend. Our differentiator is what's called our trigger strategy. It's called a performance trigger account. I'll give you 2 more words to remember the performance trigger. It's simple and predictable. Simple and predictable. So it's a very simple strategy that clients can gravitate to and understand right away. We track the performance of the S&P 500. I like to call it the hero strategy because it makes all the agents look like heroes on the anniversary, because we track the S&P 500. If the return of the S&P is simply 0 or better, you earn that full trigger rate, which is as high as 9.75% right now. So I'm going to repeat that. If the index returns 0, the client and contract earn 9.75%. If the index returns 5, client and contract earn 9.75%. If the index returns 20, 9.75%. 0 or better, you win. And then, of course, if the return is negative, you just don't lose, right? You get 0. So it's the hero strategy because you look like a hero no matter what happens. You either win the trigger rate or you've protected the client from market loss. So when you think of Lincoln, think of protected growth. And when you think about protected growth, think about doing it simply and predictably through our trigger strategies. The last thing I just mentioned, Gina, on that theme of estate planning, we have a very, very simplified and efficient Roth conversion process at Lincoln. So we really excel when it comes to Roth conversions, which is a very timely topic of conversation. Chris has been a big advocate for us. Thank you, Chris, when it comes to the Roth conversion. You are in amazing hands at the Alliance to have that conversation. But if there's any support I can provide, please don't hesitate to reach out and swing by the booth after the breakout.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, give him a hand. Roth conversions, big topic, especially in the estate planning right now. And of course, growth, that's always a big topic for your clients, right? So 9.75%, that's awesome. So next we have Brendan Russell with Nassau RE. And Brendan, same question. What's the most important product that Nassau has, you think, right now that our agents should know about, and a little bit about that product?
All right, great, thank you. I'm excited to be here, just like everybody else. It's nice to be visiting with so many excited agents at this event here. So thanks for the ability to get here and to represent Nassau, based out of Hartford, Connecticut. And so I know when people come to these, you're always trying to give them something to remember your organization by. So before I dive into the product, I'll just share a little fact about the organization. So been around for about 170 years. And we actually had the life insurance contract for Abraham Lincoln before, unfortunately, he was assassinated. So somewhere in Hartford, Connecticut, in a vault, they've got that life insurance contract locked up. So I'd like to kind of give you guys that. So when you walk out of this room and you think about Nassau, there's something on your mind. But in terms of products, I would say our most important products for you to be aware of would be in the income suite. All of them operate on an income today versus income tomorrow platform. And so I'll just hit on that quickly. So the income today, if you were to draw income in your first 3 years, it's up to a 45% bonus to the benefit base. And it's broken out like this. Year 1, available after 31 days, is 30%. Year 2, 7.5%. Year 3, 7.5%. So 45% over the course of 3 years. If you want to go income tomorrow, it's 14% a year for 10 years. So great ways to grow that benefit base to draw income on for the rest of your life. Easy to illustrate, easy to have a conversation with a client just about their time horizon in terms of when they need that income. So there's that income platform that we offer. There's a couple different products that play into that. One of our most popular and comprehensive is our personal protection choice. The exact same income stream I just talked about, but with 2 other features. So if someone is worried about having family protection, there's an enhanced death benefit to that contract. Grows at 10% a year for the first 10 years up to age 70, then it's 5%. But it gives them a very significant death benefit built into that annuity contract. Only way that death benefit goes down is when they start drawing money from the contract, but that guarantees that for them. The other side to that is our care benefit. So if anyone knows someone who's been sick or hurt in the past, and maybe they had to go into a care facility, there's ways to flex forward income to pay for that care facility. Or maybe they have 2 of 6 ADLs, and they need someone to come to their home. Same thing, we can flex forward part of that benefit to help them pay for that care so that they don't have to worry about what could happen next or sell off assets at potentially a loss. The final piece, which may even play into some of that estate planning, but it's a contract that we have. It's an income accelerator that aligns very nicely with Social Security. My elevator pitch here would be you delay your retirement, you flex forward some of the benefit from that contract, so maybe you do get to retire at 62 or 65. You flex forward part of the benefit, you delay Social Security to age 70, and you get that maximum 124% benefit. It's a great way for someone to retire maybe earlier than they expected. I'd love to talk to you guys about all of this, so please feel free to stop by the booth. I've got plenty of things to give away. I've got about 50 of my intro to retirement guides left, so if you want one of those for free, feel free to stop by and grab one. But thank you for the time, and I greatly appreciate being here.
Right. Thank you, Brendan. Yeah, and I know a couple of things that I've talked to a lot of you about are people that are looking for something like long-term care. That's definitely a big concern that we're starting to see from these baby boomers. And keep in mind, there's 2 things that people are going to do with their money. They're going to spend it or they're going to pass it on. Alfonso, that's the only 2 options. Like, they can't put a U-Haul behind that hearse and take it with them. So they're either going to spend it income while they're here on earth, or they're going to pass it on, death benefit. So, these are incredible features and incredible ways that you can help your clients. We say all the time, clients don't buy products. They buy solutions to their problems. And these are some very real problems that we're seeing out there in the market today that we can help clients with, and solutions on how to help them. So, last but not least, we have with NLG, Mr. Mike Duncan, and we've done, we do a lot of different products, work with a lot of different things with NLG's annuities, but Mike, I know you guys always have awesome things going on, so talk to us a little bit about some of the products that you want these people to know about, a little bit about the product, why it's important for them to learn about them.
Well, welcome to Texas, Gina.
Thank you.
And everybody else. Everything's bigger in Texas, right?
That's right.
Especially at NLG. So you can come by our campus here, actually. Typically I would start off talking about my 5+% on my MIGA or my flexible premium annuities. You can take as little as $100 a month or start out at $100 a month. But with what you're doing today, I've got to keep on with the income products that we have. I can promise you, our income products right now, especially our Income Driver 10, is the best out there. We'll compete with anybody. Just let Sam over here do a little proposal for you and show you how much income you can get, because it has a 25% upfront bonus. And day one, you can start income. Why would you do an immediate annuity anymore? You can immediately start your income with a 25% bonus. If you want to wait, we have a 10% simple roll-up rate. Anytime you want to take income on this product, I can tell you it's going to be, typically when we run the proposals, it's the best out there. We went from $1 billion a couple of years ago of annuities. We will do over $6 billion because we are in the annuity business. Or I should say, we're back in the annuity business. We've always had great life products. You guys know us for our IULs, but I can tell you, if you look at our income products, our annuity products, they're the best out there. But I have something for everybody in this room. If you do, we have up to a 1.5% commission bonus to each and every one of you if you hit certain numbers. If you do, it's a quarterly bonus. If you do $3.5 million, Chris is telling me about half of you in here will do that much with what's going on. $3.5 million in the first quarter. I will pay you personally a $54,000 bonus. Can anybody use that right now?
I don't think you guys are excited enough about that.
I know, come on, man.
Yeah, say that again, Mike. They're not getting fired up enough.
Let me start over again here. It could be higher if you do more. This isn't limited. It's a 1.5% commission bonus added to your commissions. Alliance doesn't get any of that. It's all to you. If you do $3.5 million, that's over $54,000 personal check in your account to you directly. That's a big deal. It starts lower than that. All you have to do is $600,000 to start getting your bonus. So it's not like you have to do $3.5 million. It's $600,000. You start getting into the bonus every single quarter. I mean, guys, I have guys that we're writing $150,000 checks to. There's no reason some of you in here can't get that same amount of money. How about you, my brother? National Life, again, has been in the annuity. We do a lot of 403Bs, and we do flexible premium. Like I said, we have a product that does $100 a month. We're coming out with some new flexible premium products as well, coming out in this right at the second quarter that'll compete with our single premium products. So make sure you keep a look out for our annuities, because we definitely want the annuity business this year, and we want to hit the $6 billion mark, which will put us like 2 or 3 in the United States. So not only were there IULs, we want your annuity business. And I know Gina will do a great job training you guys how to do that. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, MIGAs, that's another thing that we get asked about a lot. Those clients that are looking for shorter term, something that'll be to CD at the bank, give them that safety, but better returns. And so we just have some really, really great options for your clients with these carriers. Again, go see them at their booths. Talk to them, get more information. Just incredible, incredible ways and solutions that we can help your clients. And how many of you are excited about going to Thailand? Yeah? So all those annuities that you're writing, and those can add up to some really, really good Thailand points. So give you a jump start getting to Thailand, along with all the awesome contests that we have going on. Well, our carriers did such an awesome job at staying on schedule. We have a little bit of extra time. So I'm actually going to open it up and see if people have any questions. I see Terry Edwards' hand up. Terry, you got a question? So the question was on the F&G refinance product, what was the bonus? What was the product name?
Yeah, the highest bonus product we have is called.
Should be.
The highest bonus product we have is called Performance Pro, up to a 15% account value bonus day one on that. So just kind of round it out because I got the mic. 10 basis point fee on it, 15% bonus up front. 10 basis points is 1/10 of 1%. But with that, you get what I call why not income rider. By the way, I sold my mom this policy, so that's an endorsement, right? And my kids have IULs through us, by the way, my nieces and nephews, so hopefully that's an endorsement. But it has an income rider. It's not going to be the most robust income rider, but it has that protection too, that impairment multiplier, the LTC type, looking feature on it. Great, incredible rates. I think, I don't know if Tom knows this or not, but highest S&P cap rate of any A-rated carrier's product with a 10% or higher bonus. Now, that's a lot of qualifiers, but there's quite a few products in that space that fit there. It also has the lowest fee of any product, I believe, for an A-rated carrier with a bonus like that. So that's the one. That's our second best-selling product. First is Safe Income Advantage. That's the one that people are using to get people out of their old annuities when rates were really low and they're getting 1% caps and they're getting them into a much better environment. Yeah. Great question. Thank you. Yeah,
Great question. Yes, I see a hand back there.
Performance Pro.
Performance Pro. F&G Performance Pro. Terry, another question?
Yeah. So this is for Mike with NLG. It looks like on y'all annuities, y'all have increased your participation rates. Am I seeing that right and reading it right?
Yeah, what we've done, we really need annuity business, if you will, thanks, Terry. Allowed me to talk again. Give me the mic back. But yeah, if you haven't looked at our products recently, we look at them again. Our caps and participation rates are some of the highest. And again, I can tell you, when you compare it to our competition now, the income is the best out there. I have not seen income better. But just on our accumulation products, we do have some 10% immediate bonuses as well for accumulation. So absolutely, we'll compare us to our competitors is all I can say about that. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see some double-digit caps now where our competition is 8 or 9.
I do like that bonus too. I got it last year. I like that. Now, is F&G still doing like if you do $1 million in premium per year that you got something for a retirement plan or something like that?
It's a cash bonus now. Okay. Yeah. It's been like that for a couple of years, so keep me honest on this. Two it's still 2 to start. Yeah, 2 to start. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10 million. Yeah, those are the tiers. 150 bips at 10 million. So, yep. Individual. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. See a hand back there. Yes. Question is, do all of these carriers give points to Thailand? And the answer is yes. Yes, absolutely. Robbie, I saw you had your hand up.
Do y'all offer, or is it just on the ARC sales boot camp training, like how to write it, illustrate it? Do y'all offer something like that?
Right. What was the question? The question is, do you guys offer training? And I know all of these carriers, and yes, they do offer training. And I know I've already talked to some of them about getting them on some of the upcoming product calls. So shameless pitch for the Thursday product call, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I know you're not all in the Eastern time zone, but so be on the lookout for the next few weeks. I know we're going to have several of these guys on the product call talking about some different things. So, but yes, they all have training, and I'm going to speak for all of them because I'm just going to put them on the spot. But I think they'd be willing to hop on team calls, maybe even come out to hotspots and things like that as well and do training. So if they're not willing, they are now.
Exactly. Gino, I want to mention our CPA and symposium that we've done for another 30 years plus. So you guys, in the business that you're in now, we have a CPA symposium that if you bring a CPA in, I promise you they'll do business with you. Bring it in and we'll give them credits. We have it twice a year in Vegas. So if you're only invited if you bring a CPA with you, but I can tell you, if you bring that CPA with you, they will do business with you when they leave there. And it's changed some lives. I've seen a lot of my agents say, Mike, it changed my life. I took a couple of CPAs to your symposium, and now they're referring me millions and millions of dollars worth of business. So it's something that you really want to kind of look forward to, or trying to start talking to CPAs. You have something to talk to them about. We'll give them CE credits if they show up, but they promise you, if you show them who's talking at these CPA symposiums, they'll want to come.
When is it and how
What are the dates? Do you know?
All right.
Yeah. We have it twice a year in Vegas. It's a lot of fun as well. It's a good place to bring your CPA if you want to go. So.
And I'm pretty sure you guys have information out on your website on it as well. So you can go out to NLG's website. See a hand back there?
Yeah, my question's for the Nassau guy. Sorry, I can't remember your name.
Brendan.
Notice on your income product when you were talking about the long-term care product, can you kind of reiterate that because I kind of missed it?
Sure. So it's a care benefit because we can't call it long-term care for obvious reason. But up to age 70, what they can do is flex forward 250% of what their benefit would be when they turn down the income. I can give you a visual. It's going to make your life a heck of a lot easier. But the real underlying idea here is that for those individuals that wind up in a nursing home, or they have 2 of 6 ADLs and they need in-home assistance, it's going to give them that care paid for by the rider, instead of the alternative, which can be financially devastating to a lot of people. And the other side of that is the family benefit, which is essentially life insurance, but again, you can't use that term. And when you think about folks that have gotten that much older in life and they're looking at these annuities, they might be medically ineligible. They might not be able to financially afford some of these products. So it gives them that benefit that it's built right into the contract without having to deal with medical underwriting for a life insurance policy. On the care side, all we're going to do is verify they're not currently in a facility because we're not going to buy that claim. That's all we would be looking at.
Awesome. I think I saw a hand over here. Karen? Okay, Karen.
This is a question just kind of across the board. Recognize with our estate planning, we're seeing a very high level client generally, but for our other general clients, kind of suitability triggers, whether it's we're moving from a different company annuity to your company, or just in general, kind of where your products are a good niche for our clients on that suitability qualification.
If it's in the best interest of the client, we'll take it.
Completely agree with that.
I mean, that's a good rule of thumb, I think, for all of us.
I will say they do have to have a little bit of liquid assets. That's pretty much a requirement across the board. They need to have some emergency funds. But yeah, and suitability, it's kind of like underwriting with life insurance. Every situation is different. So if you have a question, reach out to these guys. That's why you're here at the conference, is to meet people and talk to them about those situations. Well, we're out of time. Get back to the main stage because Andy Albright is getting ready to talk, and you don't want to miss a word that Andy's going to tell you. Thank you guys very much, and thank you for our panel.